Good day, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of Fayette Focus. Harry Wright with you today, and my guest,
Karen Bernard.
All right, Karen, you are here from
Grace United Methodist Church.
How's everything going at the Grace United Methodist Church?
Oh, it's an exciting place to be. We are celebrating 200 years in Fayette County, so it's been a year-long celebration.
If I do my math correctly, let's see, Fayette County formed in 1810, 2017. So 7 years after Fayette County was formed, the Grace United Methodist Church became.
That's correct. We are not the first church to celebrate our 200 years here in Fayette County, but we certainly are making the most of the time that we are celebrating.
When I think of the Grace United Methodist Church, I always think about your commitment to the community and the fact that you hold blood drives.
We do hold blood drives. We open our church doors to a lot of different community things. Over 200 years, we've done Scouts and 4-H and all kinds of rummage sales and just all kinds of things to help out the community because that's an important mission of our church.
And it has been, I would say, for 200 years.
Our stories from the past seem to indicate that it's been going on for 200 years.
Now, are you going to have a big celebration, a homecoming, if you will?
We are having a homecoming. We've been celebrating all year. We started at the beginning of the year with a birthday kickoff party, and since then we've been sharing stories with our congregation every Sunday about different things that have happened and different events that have been a part of Grace Methodist Church over 200 years. In August, we are having our homecoming celebration, and that's an event that we hope will bring people back home. Not only our current congregation, but all of those folks who may have had a wedding, gotten married at Grace Church, were part of a concert or a recital or some kind of a community event that was going on. Those are the people we'd love to have come back and visit us for a homecoming. We want those folks to have a chance to meet our current congregation, meet our new pastors who just came in June. So we have 3 new pastors, and we're anxious just to reconnect with a lot of the community.
Now, with 3 pastors, does that mean you have to hear 3 sermons every Sunday?
Well, thank goodness our pastors take turns.
Oh, there you are. That sounds like a good idea. I could probably handle 2, but I'm not really sure I'd make it through the 3rd one. So what you're looking for the people to come back that have had a connection of some kind with the Grace United Methodist Church to share their stories.
That's right, to share their stories with us so that we can see what has happened in their life and for them to find out about what's been going on at Grace Church.
So it sounds like it's going to be a great gathering of wonderful people all talking about their experiences at the church.
That's pretty much what it's going to be. We're going to have a good bit of time for fellowship. But, of course, it's also Grace United Methodist Church, so we're going to have food, excellent music, some games and things for the kids. We have invited former pastors who used to be assigned to Grace Church, and we know that Kirk Peterson is going to be there on Saturday, and then Philip Brooks and Don Clark and Wayne Clark, perhaps Ben Edwards and Carrie Flair and Norma Seaman. Those are some of the pastors that we are thinking will be able to come back and visit. So people who had a connection with those pastors would particularly enjoy reconnecting with them at this point.
Absolutely, and talking to them and finding out, what their life is like after the Grace United Methodist Church.
That's exactly right, yes, because if a certain pastor married a couple or was instrumental in their youth confirmation or something like that, then they have some special memories with those former pastors.
Or baptized by them.
Oh, yes, we've done some some neat baptisms in recent years that we'd like people to kind of remember. And over 200 years, there's been a lot.
And so, folks, if you're planning on attending August 26th and 27th at the Grace United Methodist Church, bring photographs of some of the things that have happened at the church. That'd be cool.
We would love to see photographs and photographs of families, and we would love to see the people who used to be members and meet their families today, all grown up.
Yeah, so August 26th, what time does the activities happen?
On August 26th, it starts at 4 o'clock at the church. We're going to have an ice cream social. Now, this is not an ice cream social as in a fundraiser. The food and the fellowship and the sharing is our gift, part of our 200-year celebration. So we're going to have games for the kids on Saturday, Coney hot dogs, homemade ice cream. There'll be music. And Grace Church has an excellent reputation for wonderful music.
You have had fantastic musicians in that church over the years.
We really have. And that started way back in the 1800s with Robert Robinson, who was our first choir director and has continued all the way through. At our homecoming event, the men's quartet and our Grace Ensemble and our Grace Praise Band will be performing, and you never know if there might be another special music crop up.
Wouldn't it be great if some of the musicians that have been there in the past, when they come, they bring their instruments with them and just jam along?
Well, now, I never thought of that, but that would be pretty neat.
Well, you know how those musicians are. They usually always like carrying their instrument around just in case. And so, well, how cool. You know, you could probably maybe just get together and have an impromptu jam of the songs that you played over the years at the church.
Might happen. Who knows?
Who knows? That's why you got to get there. Now on Sunday,
we had Larry Griffin, who was a former choir director at Grace Church and a former music teacher at Washington, and he did a concert back in April, I think, and it was wonderful, and he was so glad to be back.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, I'm attended my church now for 37 years. And so if I were ever to go somewhere and then come back, I know the feeling that I would have.
Yeah, yeah.
So now on Sunday, what are we looking at?
On Sunday, we're going to have a blended worship service at 10 o'clock on Sunday, August 27th. That blended meaning that we will be doing both some of the traditional music with the wonderful organ at Grace Church, but we'll also be doing some praise songs and some more contemporary music. Some of our former pastors will be present. They won't be preaching that day, but they will be there to be recognized after our combined service. When our service ends, we're going to have a good old-fashioned church potluck meal.
Now, folks, this is the Grace United Methodist Church, so I'm going to tell you, it's the best meal in town. I haven't even seen it yet, but I can guarantee it, because not only have they had a lot of great musicians over the years, but y'all can cook.
Yeah, we really can cook. And that was the thing. When we talked about doing it, and of course, one of the first things that somebody suggested was a catered meal. But there were too many people who said, oh my gosh, our own potluck food, our own Grace food is better. So we're just going to let everybody bring a dish. If you can come and you're coming from a distance and it's not convenient for you to bring a dish, there's never been a shortage of food. So we would want people to just come and we will share food with them.
There you go, folks. It's an open invitation. Come on out and check it out. It's August the 26th from 4 to whenever. That's when the ice cream social is going to have. And then Sunday, August the 27th, the worship starts at 10. And then afterwards, probably the best potluck that's ever happened on the face of the earth.
It'll be good. We can promise that.
It will be. Well, I would certainly want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day and coming in and visiting with us and sharing with us the fact that the Grace United Methodist Church has been serving our community for 200 years.
And doing it with joy and just gratitude and thankfulness and a lot of changes in worship over 200 years. So we invite everybody who has any connection to Grace Church to come back for our homecoming and see what's happening at Grace Church now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.